Good evening. It's 6 o'clock. Well, somewhere. For those of you out there on the East Coast, I'm sure it's a little bit later. For those of us on the West Coast, it's 6 o'clock. And somewhere in the middle, well, fuck, you guys just got lost. I'm not sure how the hell you tell time. Tonight, we have something special. You see, all this stuff happening in Texas, the fraud and the illegal elections throughout California. Then you've got all the fraud and illegal elections happening in Minnesota. And don't even get me started on the bizarre bullshit happening over in the rest of the fucking country. Well, tonight's story fits right in place. It's about an alien that's come to Earth full of evil and prepared to eat evil. God, I really wish we had one of these here in America today. This is Killer Kitchen, and we're watching Monsters.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The next course will be served in a moment.
The following program contains graphic language which may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Roll. Organic hemp papers. Roll with the finest. Rock and roll.
You're watching Killer Kitchen, only on WKK Channel 66.
Creepball. When you call us, the terror begins. Creepball. Real life, ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up. We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
All right. Now that we've shouted at the elephant in the room, then again, actually, I think we were shouting at the jackass kicking the elephant in the room. We're going to start with our pie pan. And get that lathered up nice and good, just like so. In fact, we got a little bit of a butter mess. We could be nice about it. I'm just going to smear it. Now, I forgot I adjusted the strap where we used to be able to just fit it over our hat. It doesn't quite work anymore. However, we do get a lot better protection from the fucking food. There we go. Now, we got our chocolate chip cookie mix. We got a half a stick of butter. And, you know, this shit says use water. Fuck the water. We're going to add milk. We're going to make these some good cookies. So 1 tablespoon of milk. Lucky for me, I happen to have the milk out because I enjoy a little bit of milk in my coffee. For a while, I got spoiled there. Got used to having creamer. Then I realized, God damn it, this fucking creamer goes bad before I drink it all. Because I'm still putting milk in my coffee instead of the creamer. So we just went back to milk. Now we're going to mix this up. For those of you in a warmer climate, melting butter is pretty easy and you don't need a microwave. For those of you in a colder climate, well, get your microwave up and running. As a matter of fact, our microwave just blew up on us. Not sure what the fuck we did wrong there. All right. And, you know, this just isn't working the way it should. And I'll tell you why. Because this requires just a little bit of TLC. Got to show some love, man. Get your fingers in there. Get your hands in. And don't worry about getting a mess. That's why you got to sink with running water. See, unlike people in other parts of the world, we actually have the luxury of running water. So for all you liberals out there pissing and moaning that, oh, America's so bad, we're so evil, shut the fuck up and be happy that you have running water. Otherwise, go take and spend a few weeks in Africa. I'm sure you'll love it. By the way, if you do love it, don't come back. If you don't love it, well, be happy to send all of us your fucking videos about how bad it sucks. We love to get a good laugh. Anyway. There we go. Now, we are going to take, first off, I'm going to get that out of my way. That hurt. And we're going to gently just smush it down into the bottom of our pie pan. Get this out of the way so you guys can see what's going on over here. And if you're wondering why we got a box of pastries sitting out, well, you're just going to have to stick around to get that answer. So we're going to smash this in real tight, real thin, just in the bottom of our pie pan. Kind of smooth it down, push it in. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash my hands using that running water. And we are going to cook this, bake this in the oven for only about 5 or 6 minutes. We don't want to make this an actual cookie yet. This is nothing more than the prep stage. So by the time we come back from commercial break, this will be ready to come out. Tonight's episode stars Mr. Morton Downey Jr., who most of you will probably remember from previous episodes of Killer Kitchen and Tales from the Crypt Television Terror. We were planning on showing you that episode after we get done here. Some jagoff bought up all the rights to Tales from the Crypt, and because YouTube's a bunch of fucking bitches, we can't show it anymore. You know. So you gotta love the greedy bitches, the stupid sons of bitches, and the fucking pricks in YouTube who love to fucking do what they love to do.
It's family hour. There must be something on.
Oh, wow! Candy critters!
Oh, great. It's Monsters, our favorite show.
It's starting.
That's right, Buffalo. It's just a little past 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're here on the Ray Bright Show. It's the witching hour in Buffalo. That is, if you believe in witches. It's that time when the psychotics, the time travelers, the people who believe in the beyond start to sneak out of their dank and smelly sewers looking for a little bit of attention. I'm Ray Bright, kind of your consumer advocate in the land of the supernatural, and for the last hour, We've been seated with one Cassandra Lefkowitz, a lady who claims, and I underline the word claims, to be able to predict the future.
Hello, Ray. It's nice to share this space with you.
I'm sure it is, Cassandra. There's nothing like a little free publicity, is there? Now, we've been here for more than an hour. And in that hour, we've heard all about your astral projections, your harmonic convergences, your visions of the apocalypse. Let's get real. How about the point spread of the Bills game tomorrow night?
Ray, as I've explained, I'm not allowed to use my talents for monetary gain.
Right. Right. Then perhaps you could explain to all of us, Cassandra, why your new book, Into the Future, sells for $26.
I'm not here to promote the book, Ray.
That's a good call. Because right here on page 63, you predict that the Golden Gate Bridge is going to collapse into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, how does that happen? Is that transcontinental transference?
It was a typo, Ray. It was one of those silly mistakes, a silly typo.
Yes, Cassandra, I'll give you a typo. Give me a prediction. The Oscars, the Dow Jones averages, the football game. I've got it. Maybe you'd like to predict tomorrow morning's rush hour traffic on the expressway. Now, that might be a little risky.
Ray, don't you understand? I've been sent here to save you.
Hey, Deb, did you hear that? She's been sent here to save me. Oh, Ray's going to be saved. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, live in our studio, the Mother Teresa of the Twilight Zone.
Ray, each one of us has only one specific talent. And mine is that I can see when horrible things are going to happen to people.
Oh, that's really great. I mean, here I am buried in downtown Buffalo doing an all-night radio gig, and I'm interviewing zombies that bark at the furniture, and you say things are going to get worse? Sure you don't want to take a shot at traffic?
I have a premonition, Ray. I see you confined in a small, dark space with lots of chrome, moaning and writhing and turning and...
Hold on a second. Now, you cute little thing, have you been sneaking into my apartment while I haven't been there? Is this all about sex? Is that what it's about? Hey, Buffalo, I swear to you, this chick has never been inside my bedroom. Not in your wildest dreams of the future would that ever happen.
You can joke, Ray. But I'm warning you. If you don't change, a terrible fate awaits you.
Okay? Change number one. Poof! You're gone. Hey, Buffalo. I'm Ray Bright. We'll be back after these commercials and a general hosing down of the walls in here. Cassie, you were great. They loved you.
Ray, I'm not kidding. I'm warning you.
Get real, will you? Goodbye. I mean, ciao. Hey, Debbie, who's our next victim?
A woman with an alien in a box.
That's great. It's my lucky night. Are we still on for breakfast?
Of course.
That's right, my Buffalo Billies. If you need transportation for going back in time, forward in time, or just around the cosmic block, channel your hide over to George's Used Cars on Delaware Avenue. You tell him Ray Bright sent you, and he'll beat any price in the known universe. And speaking of the known universe, my next guest is worth a close encounter of any kind.
If you buy any McDonald's Name It Burger McValue meal this week, Ken Thomas will shout you a free hot pie made from apples, which he named the Hot Apple Pie.
There is no one more terrifying on the screen today. He is the first in fear. And you thought it was only a movie. It's a brand new nightmare.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, rated R. starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
What's life without a little fun? A little excitement? A little romance? That's why every week HBO brings you Tales from the Crypt. A light-witty romp through murder, madness, and mayhem. And that's just the fun part. Tales from the Crypt. It's only on HBO.
Oh, and welcome back. You're just in time. Now, like I said, you want this still soft. You don't want it fully cooked yet. So now here's what we're going to do. We are going to take this and gently set it aside, putting it on a pot holder to make sure we don't burn the fucking countertop. Now, the fun part really gets to start. You know, Freddy Krueger once said that after the heart stops beating, the brain stays active for a full 7 minutes. Well, I'd like to take that concept into the pastry realm. So we're going to start with our first victim. What's that? What's that? There we go. We are going to start by slicing it right down the middle, right in half. Pull it apart, spread eagle, and scoop out all the insides. Then we're going to take the bread or the pastry piece, and we're just going to set it in the bowl and gently put it aside. And we were going to use a knife and be nice about it, but fuck that. Just rip that bitch open. And you know, this right here, this is shrinkflation at its absolute best. Yeah, you got the bread there, but what the fuck is that? There's like no filling. Well, that's okay, because what filling is here is going to be more than enough to do what we want. Drop that one in there. Rip it open. Scoop out the insides. All right. And one more, just for good measure. And you really don't got to worry about being too neat and orderly, because this bread's going to get fucking ripped up anyway. Now, as you can tell, Morton Downey Jr. is just really good at being an asshole. And that's one of the reasons I always loved him. And I remember watching WWF back in the 80s. And that fucking shot of him just taking that cigar smoke and just blowing it right in Roddy Piper's fucking face. I thought Piper was going to lose his shit and body slam this guy through the fucking mat. When he was doing his show back in the old days, back in 88, 89, man, I used to love watching the Morton Downey Jr. show. This guy was fucking just right on the nose every fucking time. First time I ever saw his show, I was homesick from school. I got fucking pneumonia. I'm sitting there with strep throat. I can't breathe. I can't talk. And here's this fucking guy with just this louder-than-life attitude. And he spends 45 minutes just telling these schmucks how stupid they are and how stupid they are for coming on the show, knowing what kind of show they're walking on. And then they sit there with this, oh, I can't believe you said that to me. Dude, it's Morton Downey Jr. How the fuck do you not expect him to say some shit to you? All right, so anyway, we're going to take these, set these aside. And I think we are going to get back to Monsters, A Face for Radio. And you know, speaking of radio, on the side, I've been playing around a little bit and attempted to start a little bit of a YouTube/radio show. You know, play some good old-fashioned heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne, fucking AC/DC, Motley Crue, Cinderella, Poison, all the good shit. Tesla, Okay, let's be honest. Tesla sucks. They only had one good song, and then they ripped it off from a band in the 70s. We're going to pause that right there. We will see you guys on the next break. I need to get this together.
Good evening, Raymond.
I understand you've brought an alien with you.
Yes, I did. And it's right here in this box.
I love the way you shake that box, Amanda. Buffalo, too bad you can't be in the studio with me tonight. Actually, it's probably better because I get to spend the evening alone with one Amanda Smith-Jones, a lady who's just too beautiful for radio.
You're making me blush, Raymond.
I love it when you call me Raymond. You okay?
Just a little nervous. I was worried. I didn't expect you to be so nice.
Hey, babe. I'm a sweetheart. I'm a compassionate guy. I'm a guy who cares about people. Now, why don't you come on over here and sit down and make yourself comfortable?
Well,
Hey, talk to Raymond. Come on. Come on.
Well,
There. Now, no need for you to worry about anything. It's just you and me. So why don't you tell me about your close encounter with the alien?
it was terrible.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Go on.
Well, it all started on a beach in Saint-Tropez.
What were you wearing?
Nothing. There I was, naked, all alone, when suddenly I had this strange feeling, this sensation and this quivering, and I looked up, and there he was, on top of me,
He was on top of you?
an alien, standing there.
You poor thing.
And within seconds, we were traveling upwards through space and time. And it got very, very quiet. I was in a cylindrical room on a white table, and two of them held my arms, and two of them held my feet. And they all took turns examining and probing me.
Ray, we have callers.
No calls. Go ahead.
Anyway, when it was all over, they explained to me that they were from another planet. A place where they had eliminated evil and hypocrisy and hatred. And the solution is right in this box.
Babe, what are you telling me a story like this for?
What are you talking about?
Hey, babe, I hear it all. Sex on Mars, Kennedy, Marilyn, Elvis, all hanging around down at a convenience store having a ham sandwich. What is a handsome woman like you doing in this place at 3:30 in the morning, feeding me all that mumbo jumbo?
I thought you were going to believe me.
Fine. You want a fantasy? I'll give you a fantasy. You and me, we leave here right now by limo. We check in at the Ritz Hotel downtown. We get ourselves the honeymoon suite. And I'll tell you what, instead of silk sheets, I'll give you champagne. Instead of time and space, I'll give you a trip to an astral plane that you've never even thought of being on before.
Raymond, I'm very hurt.
Fine. I'll take a look inside the box.
Be careful.
I'm horrified. I'm shocked. back after these messages.
Think you have a talent for terror? A skill for thrills? Well, listen to your Crypt Keeper. For here's a game you fright fiends can really sink your teeth into. Hails from the Crypt Terror Trivia Challenge from HBO. This is no game of chance, Crypt mates. Call 1-900-246-CRYPT and plunge into my hallowed halls of horror. Test your terror knowledge on classic facts of fear, and you could win one of these spectacular prizes.
Grand prize is an expense-paid trip for two to Hollywood for a full week of frightening fun and games. You'll meet the Crypt Keeper in the flesh and take in Tinseltown's most famous resting places in an authentic chauffeur-driven hearse via Great Line Tours, plus $1,000 in spending money.
Now that's entertainment.
Monthly and weekly winners receive a creepy Crypt kit, complete with a Tales from the Crypt t-shirt, an autographed photo of your favorite fiend, up to $500 in cash and more.
Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to throw you faithful Crypt fans a bone. Bonus questions, that is. All about HBO's brand new Tales from the Crypt. So call 1-900-246-CRYPT for a ghoulish game that's sure to be a cut above the rest.
$2 the first minute, $1 each additional minute. Callers under 18 get your parents' permission before dialing. Touch-tone phone only.
If you buy any McDonald's Name It Burger McValue meal this week, Ken Thomas will shout you a free hot pie made from apples, which he named the Hot Apple Pie.
I'm Freddy Krueger, your worst nightmare come alive. And now I'm on your telephone. Dial this number now and I'll tell you Freddy's favorite bedtime stories. Gruesome new tales of murder and mayhem. Frightful heart-stoppers of pain and gore. So dial this number now if you dare. And prepare for a scare. Freddy Krueger has a special message just for you.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
There is no one more terrifying on the screen today. He is the first in fear. And you thought it was only a movie. It's a brand new nightmare.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Killer Kitchen will return after these messages.
Think you have a talent for terror? A skill for thrills? Well, listen to your Crypt Keeper. For here's a game you fright fiends can really sink your teeth into. Hails from the Crypt Terror Trivia Challenge from HBO. This is no game of chance, Crypt mates. Call 1-900-246-CRYPT and plunge into my hallowed halls of horror. Test your terror knowledge on classic facts of fear, and you could win one of these spectacular prizes.
Grand prize is an expense-paid trip for two to Hollywood for a full week of frightening fun and games. You'll meet the Crypt Keeper in the flesh and take in Tinseltown's most famous resting places in an authentic chauffeur-driven hearse via Great Line Tours, plus $1,000 in spending money.
Now that's entertainment.
Monthly and weekly winners receive a creepy Crypt kit, complete with a Tales from the Crypt t-shirt, an autographed photo of your favorite fiend, up to $500 in cash and more.
Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to throw you faithful Crypt fans a bone. Bonus questions, that is. All about HBO's brand new Tales from the Crypt. So call 1-900-246-CRYPT for a ghoulish game that's sure to be a cut above the rest.
$2 the first minute, $1 each additional minute. Callers under 18 get your parents' permission before dialing. Touch-tone phone only.
Now, this should be a lesson for all of you out there. If you ever get out there and you make yourself famous, you get yourself a spot on TV or on the radio, assuming TV and radio still exist, judging from the way the media has portrayed itself over the last decade, I can understand why it's probably going to become a thing of the past. You know, it's funny too, because Star Trek, The Next Generation, They find those 3 people frozen and Data brings them on board and, well, they would have died, sir. Well, they were already kind of dead. They were all sick. Yeah, but we can fix them. Now we have the... Sure, okay, so you bring them back to life. And this is the funny part about this episode, okay? You bring them back to life. You got the one chick who's just cute, kind of hot. She's a mom. I guess she was like, had some terminal illness. Now all of a sudden, it's 1,000 years later. Her kids are dead. Her husband's dead. Her husband's the one who had her frozen. Then you've got the dickhead from Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. You know, the dickhead who thinks it's a good idea to teach her fucking niece how to swim by throwing her into the fucking lake after telling her a story about Jason. And then you got the fucking, what I'd like to consider kindly as the Texan. Well, let's see what's on the tube. As he's talking about fucking drinking and this and that and whiskey and... There's always something happening here in the Killer Kitchen. And the first thing, they're like, oh, television. Yeah, television hasn't existed in years. Meanwhile, so-and-so back here's like, what's a television? And we all laughed. Well, if you look at Hollywood, look at what they've done to Star Trek since The Next Generation. Yeah, it's kind of believable the television's going to go the way of the dodo. And what's worse is just like we made the dodo extinct, we're going to end up making television extinct by our own fucking ignorance. Anyway, television's not extinct. We still have the internet, we still have YouTube, and we still have this ahead of us. Now, we didn't get very much filling out of these pastries. And for the record, I am not complaining, and I would like to say thank you to one of our viewers out there. You know who you are. She brought us a couple big boxes of food because she knows things are tight here in the kitchen. And among them happen to be 2 packages of these pastries. Matter of fact, small piece. A little dry, but they're pretty good. So I want to say thank you. You know, we appreciate the contributions and the people that help us out here keep the show going. My point is, since we didn't get a whole lot of filling out of this, we're going to take this apple pie filling. Going to take about half the can. Just like that. Yeah, a little more. A little more. Now, we're going to take some cinnamon sugar right on top. We're going to take some pure vanilla extract. You want to measure it? Half a cap. Just like that. Slam it in there. We're not going to mix that up. We're going to set it right to the side. Now, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. And you know, I told you guys earlier, oh, you want to know what we're going to do with that crust? Stick around. Well, you stuck around, and here's your reward. 2 tablespoons of butter. Some cinnamon and sugar. And be generous. Uncle, don't be stingy about it. Uncle Bert's paying for this shit. Just like that. There it is. Oh, well, fuck you. That's okay. We got an extra. Here we go. I hate these fucking toppers. You know, one thing I'm never going to understand is why trying to break into a bottle of extract is like trying to break into Fort Knox. Especially considering the Democrats stole all the money out of Fort Knox. There we go. Fuck that. There, that's good enough. I don't know how much I put in. It looked good. We just poured it in. Now, we're going to take and we're going to smush it. Once it becomes like that, where you can just smush it down and it keeps its shape. Might even have to add just a little bit of milk or a touch more butter. But we're gonna smush it into place. We're gonna, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is about the consistency you want. You see, what we're gonna do, ah shit, you know what? Let's show a commercial. Let me wash my hands. When we come back, I'll show you how to finish this. Go to commercial, seriously.
There is no one more terrifying on the screen today. He is the first in fear. And you thought it was only a movie. It's a brand new nightmare.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
Okay, hands are clean. We are good to go. First thing we're going to do. Now, you remember that cookie that we didn't quite bake all the way? Spray it with Pam. Get it nice and greasy. Now, the apple pie filling and the little bit of peaches that were in there. Gently scoop it down and get it into here. You know what? God damn it. Fuck this. Here's what we did wrong, and we're going to fix it. We just need that whole can. So fuck this. Give me this whole goddamn can. Besides, it's already got cinnamon in it, so we don't really have to worry about adding too much more. Oh, who am I kidding? We need more. Fuck that. The 80s. Time of excess. A decade of decadence. Even if it's not the 80s, it will always be the 80s for me. Then again, there are some parts of the 80s I'd like left there. There we go. Now, use our spoon. We're going to get this right in place just like so. Just like you would a pie. There we go. And don't worry about the cookie not creeping up the sides of our pie pan. Because one of the fun things about this is the fact that it is a mess. It's one of the things I miss about being a kid in the 80s. You know? You used to go buy those fucking dessert pie things or whatever at the bakery. You fucking take one bite and all of a sudden the filling's falling out. It's all dripping down your shirt. Your favorite fucking Scooby-Doo shirt has now become a Scooby-Doo relic. You start looking like fucking Shaggy. It's a perfect bit. Now, this stuff. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with some wax paper. Just like that. Whoa, that's a mess. Try to avoid that. Press down. Get it as thin as possible. Now, most people, they'd think, hey, that'd be a good crumble on top. Well, I'm not most people. I need one more small piece of this. There we go. That's it. Fuck this. Rolling pin. There we go. Back on that table. There we go. Now we're cooking. Actually, we are cooking with butter this time, so I can say it. That's pretty good. Just like that. Now what we're going to do, this back. and flip it right on top. There we go. Let's cut around the edges. Right, now, the fun part. Oh, I know. I could do the Friday the 13th part 2. And, you know, I gotta ask. Every fucking one of these horror movies, back in the 80s, 70s, why the fuck did the killer always carry the knife upside down? I mean, now granted, it is kind of a scary looking effect, but you ain't gonna do much damage like this. Now, if you really want to do it the right way, yeah, die, motherfucker! All right. Now, there we go. Here we go. Now, it may not look like much, but I guarantee it's going to taste better than it looks. We're going to go put this back in the oven. We're going to bake it at 325 for, I don't know, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. For you guys until the end of the episode. So, this is a face for radio. Obviously, this is a dish meant for the radio, too. We'll see you after this.
That's right, Buffalo. You can't lose at Madeline's Manicure Mansion. And now a word from Mary's Pizza Palace.
Ray, I want to talk to you.
When you think of pizza,
Don't you go anywhere.
do you think of the good old days? The time.
Okay, what's up?
What are you doing to me?
What are you talking about?
You're embarrassing me. You're in there trying to pick her up.
Hey, you're the producer.
I thought I was your girlfriend.
Babe.
Don't babe me, Ray. You told me. You told me how you screwed up in Los Angeles and Chicago. You told me that I was your last best hope.
Debbie, it's you and me together. What goes on in that studio is strictly show business.
I am not going to watch you self-destruct.
Trust me. Go back into your booth. Trust me. Do it. Do it now. Technical difficulties.
I see.
You can always tell when you're doing a great show, you get people really angry. Keep up the good work. Hello, Buffalo. You're back on 1020. And for the benefit of those who just joined us, I'm Ray Bright, and with me is one Amanda Smith Jones, who was discovered naked on a beach, abducted by aliens, taken to a cylindrical room where she was probed, given a small monster-like creature that was brought back to Earth to eliminate evil in our civilization. Say hello, Buffalo.
Hello, Buffalo.
And because this is an equal opportunity station, we'll get old Mr. Slug to say a word or two.
Save yourself, Ray. There's still time.
Oh, please. Please, Amanda, if that is your name, who put you up to this?
What are you talking about?
My 13-year-old daughter could make a better puppet than that. What'd you do, to go to ventriloquism school? Candiac, baby, what do I look like? Some kind of a fool? What are you, a member of some suburban witches' coven?
No, I'm innocent.
No, no, no. I know your kind. I know why you hate me. You hate me because I have the power. I have the power that's stronger than crystals. I have the power that's stronger than magic. I have a power that's stronger than all that cosmic crap you people spew. I have the power to change people's minds. I'm that little voice that you hear in the dark. And I can do it all from this little room. I'm not sorry for anyone I've destroyed, because I tell the truth. And those people deserve to be destroyed.
You're right. People should get what they deserve.
So who put you up to this?
Nobody. I told you the truth. I was just drawn to you. To your power. I couldn't stay away.
Prove it.
How?
Buffalo, she tasted like a cool Georgia peach on a warm summer evening.
Now, are you ready to believe me?
Now I'm ready to believe anything.
The creature comes from a planet. A universe that's a much kinder place than Earth.
Kindness is nice.
Like Earth, there was a time they were plagued by hate and hypocrisy. But they realized that hate feeds on hate, so they created creatures like this to devour it.
Where's the big deal? They just created something else that kills.
Yes, but it's more humane. It can only devour a subject who volunteers. No one gets absorbed who isn't willing.
Babe, we could be having great sex in some motel room. Instead, I'm sitting here tonight discussing humane death. Hey, Debbie, do you believe this? Terrific. Looks like I'll be going home, alone tonight. Anyway, for the benefit of my listeners, do you mind if I ask your friend about all of this? Get it directly from the blob's mouth, so to speak.
I'm afraid that wouldn't help.
Why not?
You see, the creature doesn't have a mind of its own. It simply absorbs the personality of its last meal. And when it eats again, the previous mind is erased.
Amanda, it's 3:30 in the morning. Can't you think of something more adult we could be doing with this night? I think your little monster there is a fake. So here's the deal. I take a chance that Mr. Slugball here eats me. If he does, I'm dead. But if he doesn't, it's you and me in the Ritz Hotel honeymoon suite.
I can't let you do that.
Why not? Didn't you like the kiss? I know you wanted it.
No, it's not that. I just cannot.
Come on, pull the beast out of the box.
But
I insist. Hey, Buffalo. As my witness, I'm volunteering.
You insist?
I insist. Let's get it over with.
Well, if you insist.
Remember, babe, tonight, you and me at the Ritz.
That's right. It's a little after 4 in the morning. They're all out in force tonight. Your psychopaths, your crazies, your time travelers, your nutsos who believe in the beyond. I'm Big Ben Grady, and this is Dallas Talk Radio. My next guest is worth traveling across an entire universe for one little close encounter.
Hello, Benjamin.
Honey, you know I love it when you call me Benjamin. So what's in the box?
A friend from another planet.
Forsooth, Love Lawrence is already making me jealous. So do I get to meet him?
Of course.
It's a trick.
Don't be a sucker for the babe! She's evil! She's the alien! She's the monster!
Killer Kitchen will return after these messages.
On Halloween, there's only one light beer. Miller Lite.
I'm Freddy Krueger, your worst nightmare come alive. And now I'm on your telephone. Dial this number now and I'll tell you Freddy's favorite bedtime stories. Gruesome new tales of murder and mayhem. Frightful heartstoppers of pain and gore. So dial this number now if you dare. And prepare for a scare. Freddy Krueger has a special message just for you.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
Creepball! When you call us, the terror begins. Creepball! Real life, ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up! We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
What's life without a little fun? A little excitement? A little romance? That's why every week HBO brings you Tales from the Crypt. A light-witty romp through murder, madness, and mayhem. And that's just the fun part. Tales from the Crypt. It's only on HBO.
There is no one more terrifying on the screen today. He is the first in fear. And you thought it was only a movie. It's a brand new nightmare.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, rated R. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
If you buy any McDonald's Name It Burger McValue meal this week, Ken Thomas will shout you a free hot pie made from apples, which he named the Hot Apple Pie.
I'm a simple man. Why she did this for me, I'll never know. But this woman, a woman I clearly don't deserve, purely out of loving kindness, baked me a pie.
Mrs. Smith's natural juice pie.
A pie as good as her soul. I thought I'd forgotten our anniversary again, but she did it just because. Will I ever be worthy?
Probably not. They won't be expecting it, but they're gonna love it. Mrs. Smith's Pies for Dessert. Surprise someone tonight.
And that, my friends, is a face for radio. And this is a dessert specifically for radio. She may not be pretty, but she smells pretty damn good. Oh, yeah. This is one of those that you don't cut it up and put it on a plate. This is one of those you take a spoon, dish it into a bowl, and eat it with a spoon. And being that it is summertime, June, I think is what month we're in, this is one where you add some ice cream right on top. Chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Anyway, you guys, this is probably one of the most interesting desserts ever made here in the Killer Kitchen. But furthermore, that is definitely the coolest episode of Monsters I've ever seen. Now, we've been watching this show together for the last few months. And I'll tell you the truth. I liked some of them. I thought some of them were stupid. Kind of shrugged at most of them. Never really gave it credit. Saw Morton Downey Jr. was in this one. So I'm like, yeah, okay, we got to show this one. Has nothing to do with Morton Downey Jr. Has nothing to do with that chick with the sexy legs. But I will tell you what. That little creature, that alien thing, that is a fucking cool monster. I was actually thinking about it too, you know. Something I can't show you guys on Killer Kitchen, would like the opportunity. Tales from the Dark Side. There's an episode called In the Closet, starring Fritz Wheeler. For those of you who aren't familiar, you'll remember him probably best for his role as the professor in Creepshow 2. Now, I personally know him from The Twilight Zone. More than anything else he's done in his career, The Twilight Zone. Incidentally, his role as fucking that dickhead Chancellor. Also, Third from the Sun. When they're on that distant alien planet and talking about nuclear war and we blast them, they blast us, everybody dies. And well, there's a ship, we can escape. And I found a place, there's people just like us. They talk like us, they look like us. We can blend right in. And you spend the whole episode worried about this nuclear war happening. You got all this shit happening around you. Then they're on the ship. They escape. They're flying through the fucking space. And only then do you get that twist ending. Earth, Bill. They call it Earth. Third from the Sun. Then you get Rod Serling's famous fucking outro. A quick commercial break. Well, in 1963. 64 that year was. That episode, 1964. You get a quick commercial break. You come back and you got the end credits. And then, right before the end credits, you get Rod Serling. Next week on The Twilight Zone, we're going to introduce you to... And then you get the end credits. And over the end credits, you got some dude talking about fucking maple syrup. This guy is one of the coolest actors ever, though. I've got nothing but respect. If you guys get a chance, granted, my box is a little rough for there. Let's be honest, we watch a lot of Tales from the Dark Side in this house. Season 1, Episode 4, In the Closet. I am firmly in the opinion that our creature tonight is related to his daughter. So anyway, that's it for this week, guys. I hope you had fun. We would have had more fun, but I'm sober tonight. Hey, that reminds me. Nothing wrong with taking a little toke right before the end, huh? Fuck, I really got to get off my back. Oh. Fuck. That's a little better. Now, normally, I would say tonight's episode is brought to you by so-and-so, such and such. Tonight's episode is brought to you by sobriety. My God, does it suck. We'll see you guys next week on the Killer Kitchen, where we'll be making a monster roast and watching a movie called The Boogans from 1981. And for those of you out there who have seen it, don't spoil it for everybody else. For those of you who haven't seen it, come back next week. You guys are going to fucking dig this. I haven't seen it in about 30 years. But last time I saw this fucking movie, I fucking wouldn't go near the crawl space on my house for fucking 2 weeks. That's it for me, guys. I'm going to smoke, and I'm going to eat some of this pie, and I'm going to take my ass to bed.
You're watching Killer Kitchen on WKK Channel 66.
Creepball! When you call us, the terror begins. Creepball! Real life, ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up! We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
There is no one more terrifying on the screen today. He is the first in fear. And you thought it was only a movie. It's a brand new nightmare.
Welcome to Wonderland, Alice.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
I'm Freddy Krueger, your worst nightmare come alive. And now I'm on your telephone. Dial this number now and I'll tell you Freddy's favorite bedtime stories. Gruesome new tales of murder and mayhem. Frightful heartstoppers of pain and gore. So dial this number now if you dare. And prepare for a scare. Freddy Krueger has a special message just for you.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
On Halloween, there's only one